What's going on, Troll Nation? Today we're talking about arcades. And not any arcade, but Arcade1Up, the company in particular, who've been bringing the 70s, 80s, and 90s arcade goodness back around, filling up that nostalgia void, and letting us pick it up and bring it home for a fairly reasonable price with a pretty high quality product. I had the Mortal Kombat one, and I've been incredibly impressed. Wave 1 had a few issues, but Wave 2 was amazing, and Wave 3 looks to kill it with their new arcades. But what's going on with Wave 4 and Wave 5? We don't know. Well, a boy can dream. And today I have my Arcade1Up wish list. These are 5 arcade cabinets with a few different games on each one that I hope to see in the future. Stick around and let's get into it. Alright, I got a couple of little trolls to help me with the very first Arcade1Up wish list. Guys, which Arcade1Up from the early 90s that I know everybody watching this video that had quarters and went to a pizza parlor or an arcade put money into? Which arcade is that?
The XMen.
The XMen Arcade. I know we can get through some of the legal, hoopla and this and that loopholes, because obviously with the Marvel license coming to Arcade1Up, there might be a way, and that was from Konami back in the day. But I think the XMen Arcade cabinet would pair perfectly with the Simpsons game, which is very similar. The problem is it's a completely different IP. I don't know how they could make it happen. I hope they do, but Simpsons and XMen went hand in hand in the early 90s. And guys, what was your favorite character in the XMen Arcade?
Cyclops. I would have to say Wolverine.
There we go. We got the easy one, X-Men and Simpsons, out of the way. Let's move into another slam dunk, and that's Marvel vs. Capcom. Obviously, Arcade1Up has figured out how to fish their way around the legalities, and they've got some Marvel characters already coming through on their next cabinet, so why not do MVC? Marvel vs. Capcom 1 is a stellar fighting game, but Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is really where everybody feels like the pinnacle of the series has been. I don't know enough about it because I suck at the game. I like playing it, but my goodness, I'm terrible. I can barely beat a couple levels against computer, so I'm definitely not high enough level in this to tell you what's good and what's bad, but all I know is it's fun and it ate a ton of my quarters. So with that, I think we'd have Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on this arcade, and I don't know if anybody would complain about that. The next arcade cabinet that would literally steal my money in a heartbeat, I couldn't get my wallet out fast enough, would be NFL Blitz. NFL Blitz is one of those games that you just love body slamming people, rock bottoming them, giving them a pile driver, an elbow after the play. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it feels so good after you sack the quarterback to get up and give him the old Hulk Hogan leg drop, but let me tell you, I do it every time. I can't help but troll every single time I make a tackle, make a play. And there's nothing better than just blowing past people, hit sticking them. I mean, NFL Blitz is a fun arcade sports simulation, and I love it. And you know what? Whenever I get the ball, it's a guaranteed touchdown. So as far as I'm concerned, they would do NFL Blitz, the original, and then NFL Blitz 2000 Gold Edition. There's an NFL Blitz 99, but I don't think we need to go 3 on this one. I think 2 would be absolutely perfect. Moving on to another powerhouse in the fighting genre, and that's Tekken. Now for me, I'm not very good at Marvel vs. Capcom. I won't say that I'm great at Tekken, but I can at least hold my own at Tekken. Tekken 3 was truly the pinnacle of the series when it first came out, and since then they've had some great games. But Tekken 3 is really when the game got started, and then people started really paying attention to it. So if there was a Tekken cabinet, I would love to see Tekken 2 for the old school, Tekken 3 because it was one of the original great fighting games with fluid controls and excellent movement, and then Tekken Tag Tournament because it's a fun game. Tekken 1 is a little too clunky, a little too old, and really Tekken 2 is in about that range as well, but I think it'd be fun to have 3 games on this cabinet with Tekken Tag Tournament and Tekken 3 being the most popular, and Tekken 2 would be the old dinosaur sitting there in case you want to go back and realize why the fighting game genre took so long to make that 3D jump. And the last one is another easy one. It's a slam dunk, and if you guys didn't see this one coming, then I don't think you smell what the troll is cooking, because it's NBA Jam. Who the heck wouldn't want an NBA Jam arcade cabinet in their house? Anybody? You? Huh? Crickets. That's right. Who would want to throw a few beers back, invite the Got G crew over, and play some NBA Jam? I'd love it. And as far as that goes, I don't think we'd have a ton of games on it, but I think we could have the NBA Jam Tournament Edition, and then NBA Jam Extreme, which was the last arcade version released in '96. Now, originally, this was a Midway franchise, then it was Acclaim, and now I believe EA has the rights to it. So again, I don't know how this could happen. I don't care how it could happen. All I care about is that it needs to happen. So everybody, that is my list for 5 Arcade1Ups that are on my list of hopefuls. I want to play them. I want to see them. All right, Trollios, what do you think of that bad boy, eh? How's that for 5 Arcade1Ups? I mean, frankly, I like them all, but I mean, NBA Jam, NFL Blitz, that literally gets the old feelers going right here. If I could get those arcades in my house, I'd be pretty happy, and I don't think I'd ask for a whole lot more. But you know what? Everybody has their own favorites. So in the comments down below, yeah, just down here, just kind of scroll up a little bit, let me know what you want from Arcade1Up. This obviously isn't going anywhere, and I think we're going to have a huge collection over the course of the next few years, but I don't want to wait. I want it now. Not in a year, not in a week. I want it today. And as far as that goes, I did hear maybe NBA Jam might have a little something in the works, but that's all rumors, and we're not here to spread rumors. We're here to spread the truth. So with that being said, guys, don't forget the most important thing. Keep trolling and keep rolling. I'll see you next time.